Let's run this thing real quick. Run it. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Panthers advice. Let's get this camera back real quick. Man, what a game. What a game to say the least. I looked at ESPN and they got odds, and I saw the Panthers were favorites, and I was like, favorites? Okay, Diggs is out, and they got injuries, and I'm like, Panthers are favorites. But man, today we got exposed, and I'm glad for a couple of reasons that happened. To be honest with you guys, I'm glad for a couple of reasons this happened. Because for those of you who were in the stream last Sunday, some of y'all were talking about drafting a receiver in the first round. Some of you guys thought we were talking about drafting a receiver in the first round. No. Defensively, we have so many issues. I see comments right here. We have so many issues defensively. I mean, let's start off with it. And I'm going to get to the comments in a second, but let's see. So in the first quarter, Cooper Rush hit CeeDee Lamb twice. And who was on CeeDee Lamb both times? Just so I don't mess up, I'm going to make sure I got my numbers right. I'm pretty sure it was Fuller. But I just want to make sure. Because obviously I'm a little frustrated how pathetic that was. I mean, that was, as you guys are putting in the comments, that was bad. It was Fuller. So twice on third down. Twice on third down in the first quarter. I see Yellow Blood. I see YB. Twice on third down, we had Fuller one-on-one with CeeDee Lamb. In the same drive, Fuller was one-on-one with arguably what? CeeDee's probably a top 5. Whether you like Dallas or not, CeeDee's probably a top 5 receiver in the league. No Mike Jackson, no J.C. Horn, no Shaw Smith-Wade. Other corners we might have. We had Fuller on CeeDee Lamb. On third down. Who do you think Cooper is going to go to on third down? We had Fuller on him twice on that same drive. I mean, if you like a video, you got to explain this. I mean, I get injuries are a thing, but this doesn't make any sense. Having a safety on CeeDee Lamb on third down, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. It doesn't make any sense. Then I'm not even going to start with Woods. We've been said this about Woods. Woods isn't disciplined. Woods plays, if I'm not mistaken, he's the free safety, and he plays like the strong safety. We need a true free safety, somebody who wants to be a ball hawk. Xavier Woods just wants to come up on every play. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Xavier Woods is a strong safety, but I don't think he is because there's nobody behind Xavier Woods. And my gosh, twice he got beat. We need safeties. We need edge guys. As I'm reading the comments. There's a lot to take away. You guys got a lot of opinions right now. I'm just mixed. Bryce Young, how do I feel about him? How did he do today? Look, the Bryce Young train's been hot lately. I've been on it. Today he struggled, but what I liked was that he didn't give up. After he fumbled it, then there was a play to Adam Thielen. Let's talk about this real quick because I see some Bryce comments in here. The play to Adam Thielen, it's going to be weird, but essentially, like Greg Olsen explained it, right? You have 3 slants. So if they're sitting in zone coverage, usually a tight end right here inside, he's going to run a slant route. So when he runs a slant route, Bryce is going to progress to Adam Thielen. Now, Greg Olsen said basically, okay, if Thielen gets picked up by the guy over him, you go to the next read. But like what I just talked about with Cooper Rush, on third down, Bryce is going to trust Adam Thielen more than Jalen Coker. So what Bryce is looking at there is like, okay, if the linebacker takes the inside guy, I like Adam Thielen winning one-on-one in that matchup. Should he have progressed to that third read? Yes, but it goes back to what I just said about Cooper Rush. He's going to look to go to CeeDee Lamb no matter what on third down. Same thing with Bryce on that ball that was tipped and picked off. On the fumble, when you get a dual threat quarterback, you're going to take those chances. And I know some of you guys are frustrated with Bryce Young and the fumble. It's no different than the Bills with Josh Allen, right? Same thing as Brett Favre. You're getting a gunslinger. They're going to throw interceptions. You're getting somebody like Bryce. He's going to fumble every now and then, right? Mistakes are going to happen with these kind of quarterbacks. That's just a risk you're going to take. Patrick Mahomes, same thing, right? You get Patrick Mahomes. Earlier this season, he almost had what? Kind of the same touchdowns and interceptions. Same thing with Bryce Young when he's running the ball. So overall, I don't think Bryce played terrible. What I liked was that he didn't mope the whole game. He came back. He made some passes. You saw what he could do outside the pocket. Now, Micah Parsons and that defensive line, that Ozzy guy, that shows you what happens when we have interior pressure. The Panthers don't have anybody like that. Now, Derek Brown, he's good too, but that guy that the Cowboys have, interior, whew, with Micah next to him, he's a beast. I'm hoping DJ Wanham can capitalize on that same level when Derek Brown gets back, and hopefully the Panthers can add another pass rusher. So, what else did I want to say? The safeties suck. Linebackers, we're depleted at. We need linebackers. And like Greg Olsen said, Greg Olsen started out the broadcast. He was trying to be positive, but you saw towards the end he was just fed up with this team. And he even talked about why are we expecting the DBs to try and cover these guys for 6 seconds? They're already playing off. There's no pass rush. Cooper has all day to throw these balls. He has all day to throw that. So you double down that with the safety who wants to keep cheating up like Xavier Woods, who's supposed to be your free safety. It's just a recipe for disaster when it's all said and done. So I don't know, man. It was a rough game to watch, but I think it was a reality check for a lot of us fans, to be honest with you, because offensively, I don't think we played that bad. If I'm being honest, the fluke pick, the DB makes a great play. The ball goes up. Ryan hit the linebacker's arms. Bryce fumbles it. A lucky punch out from the rookie. The offense, I don't think, played that bad. And Greg Olsen, before I get to the comments, Greg Olsen talked a lot about play action. Why didn't the Panthers run more play action? Because the Cowboys had 6 sacks, right? The Cowboys front seven, Dave was afraid of basically the Panthers holding up against that. Looking back, should Dave had ran the play action more? Hindsight's obviously 2020, right? So other than that, I think that's most of my notes, to be honest. Coker, he did his thing. Sanders, once again, only one target. And Bryce overthrew him. The only thing I can think of why Sanders isn't getting the ball more is his run protection. If it's not that, I don't know what else it is. Because there's one play where Donovan Wilson blew him up. So if it's not the run protection, I don't know what it is, to be honest with you. All right, let's jump to some of these comments real quick. Fire Avero seems to be a popular subject right now. Chiefs said terrible. We got what a disgrace. Bro, did we play Cooper Rush or Tom Brady? I mean, yeah, Brennan, I'm right there with you. When you give them all day to throw like that, no pass rush, off coverage, all right, it's just terrible. Thoughts on Bryce? I think I answered that, Evan. Let me know if you want more. All 22 is going to be interesting. Defense got exposed. Running game got exposed. I don't know that the running game got exposed. I don't know that it got exposed completely. We didn't set up the run how we normally have. Dave completely changed the game plan completely for this game. Excuse me real quick. Brand said Fire Vero. Facts. They tried to kill XL last week. Defense is a big, yeah, no questions. Elock, Bryce needs more weapons, but we desperately need defensive help. Abdul Carter and then Tez Johnson the third. I don't think Tez would go in the third, but if he's there, I mean that would make sense. Defense is trash and Bryce. We'll see. Fuller both times. Yeah, Fuller. I mean, we can get mad at Fuller, but at the same time, who's putting Fuller in that position? Right? Like who? Why is Fuller one-on-one with CeeDee Lamb? I don't think Fuller's making that call, to be honest with you. Bryce Young is still the guy, but it just shows our team is still. Yeah, we got some time. We got some time before we're that guy. Icky needs to get better. We need to move on. Icky played bad. Damian Lewis arguably played worse, though, to be honest with you. As far as pressures, Lewis got his butt kicked against that Cowboys guy. What's his name again? What is his name? Yeah. Ori. I can't pronounce. I'm just calling him Amani. Amani O. Amani O gave everybody that work on the offensive line. D9 said Canal's play calling was hot garbage. O-line act like they forgot a block. Mace is pure trash. Again, guys, I think this is probably the toughest defensive line that the Panthers have gone against. I mean, Amani was giving everybody the work. He's just giving everybody the work. Guys, O-line did not get all right. O-line didn't get exposed per se. You know, when you go down by 15, 20 points, the defensive line can tee off. And the Cowboys have a lot of athletic guys who can kind of move around. They're quick, right? They have basically what the Cowboys have, to make this make sense, is a bunch of Barnos on that team. They're fast as hell. They're athletic as hell. Barno has not panned out for us because we have not got a lead where we can use Barno to shoot off the edge. So to make this make sense for you guys, that's what the Cowboys have. They have a bunch of athletic guys like Barno who can rush the quarterback once the Cowboys get a lead. If you can't stop the run, you can't stop anything. And no, you can't cover CD with a safety. That's a coaching failure. And then on third down, man-to-man, it doesn't even make sense. All right, my apologies. Not sure why Canales refused to give Boone more carries. He was running. Because we were down by so much, D-Nice. When it's all said and done, that's why. YB. To me, it all goes down to that Amani guy. I would love to have him on the team. Amani Owari. Dude was just a beast. I mean, he was a beast, and nothing we could do about it. I thought we'd actually win today, Matthew. I think everybody did. And then being the favorites, too. That definitely hurt. That definitely hurt. If we can get Travis Hunter. We get Travis Hunter. I mean, yeah, Elock, I don't know where we go, honestly, from here. Why don't we put JC? Okay, John. It's funny you asked this question. So pregame. Let me catch my breath. Jesus. All right, so pregame. For those of you who know or don't know, usually the commentators for the game, they'll meet with the coaches. right, and get some information so they can use that to talk about during the game, blah, 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 blah. That was the whole skeptic with Brady, right? Brady's an owner, so it's like, okay, he's going to call games, but he can't go into he can't go to the meetings, right? Because since he's an owner of the Raiders, he can't get that information. So Greg Olson calling the game, he got the information from Dave and Aviro, and basically Aviro said, we're not going to have JC cover CD because CD does too much motion. That's what they reported, was that CD does too much motion, so JC is not going to cover him. Was that the right call? I don't know. Looking back, probably not, to be honest with you. But as far as why, that's why. So instead of JC Horn or Mike Will or Shaw Smith-Wade, we put our safety on him. Go figure that one. Let's go facts. Why would JC? Yeah, that's why. Yeah, Mike Will too. I don't know, guys. We need to draft Graham out of Michigan. Yeah, Graham's a beast too. We got to get an edge. We got to get somebody who's going to get pressure. Need a new left tackle. I mean, Icky played bad, but I mean, defensively, if you can't stop anybody in this league, it doesn't matter. I mean, we got a free safety who wants to be a strong safety. We got a strong safety who keeps playing man coverage, and it's not necessarily Fuller's fault, but I don't know where you go from here. I really don't. I don't know that Icky got exposed today, right? Exposed is such a strong word, Elock. The reason I say that is because, in the title I say the Panthers defense got exposed. And what I mean by that was the run game with Rico Dowdle, I don't know how you pronounce his name. Rico had like 5-7 yards every time he touched the ball, right? Bad. You had a safety on CeeDee Lamb on third downs twice in a row, bad. You had a strong safety who wasn't disciplined, and you had Cooper Rush looking like Tom Brady, as somebody said earlier. That's exposed. No pass rush, a running back getting 5 to 7 yards every time he touches the ball, a safety on a top 5 receiver in the NFL in man coverage on third downs. That's exposed. Icky getting exposed against Amani and Micah Parsons, you could say that's expected. I didn't expect Icky to beat them, to be honest with you. I understand the frustration with Icky, but we got to keep it a buck. Were you actually expecting Icky to do his thing against them? No, I wasn't. So, I mean, exposed is just such a strong word. I understand where you're coming from, though. AK, this team needs help all over the place. Absolutely. Yeah, 1,000%. I mean, Bryce Young, he's at fault too. He took 6-7 sacks. Now, not all of them. Let's see. How much battery got left? 18. Okay. When Bryce Young took the sack, some of them they were like a nanosecond, like quick. He couldn't have a chance to throw it away. Some of them, though, he tried to roll the pocket and he didn't throw it away. He chose not to. Right? He chose to wait for the play to develop, then he got sacked. Bryce has to do a better job throwing that ball away. Stop putting himself in such a hole. Scott, a little hot. Yeah. I think everybody, from the players to the fans to the coaches, Dave completely changing the game plan, the play calling, is this right here, Scott. 100%. A whole. No, I don't think we need a whole new team on offense. I think the offensive line got a little reality check, to be honest with you, right? Like, okay, it's not so easy. I think Coker's a good base. You got Chuba, you got Bryce Young, you got Sanders, you got XL, who's going to take some work. Thielen. We do need another receiver. Tompkins is good, but Tompkins, to me, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, to me, he's your track speed guy. He's not. To me, ISM is still the most athletic person I've seen on this team when the ball's in his hands. ISM was just so smooth from left to right. We just haven't been able to duplicate that yet. And defensively, you got what? Derek Brown, Wanham, Wallace, and Horn would be my top 4. Everybody else, yeah. What's good, Panthers Nation? Are you talking about? Okay, that's okay. I think we're talking about what's his name, Claude, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Claudin. You're talking about Claudin. Okay, Claudin cannot take the field game off the field. Keep number 49 off the field. I mean, you got a lot to say there. 49. Who are we at? 49. 49, 49. I'm not remember who 49 is off the top of my head. But yeah, Claudin was hurt, then he wasn't hurt. He was hurt, then he wasn't hurt. That was just a whole cluster, to be honest with you, too. If the Cowboys don't rehire McCarthy, we need to ditch Canals, go get him. All right, AK, I think you've had a little bit too much to drink today, my guy. I don't. We have to fix defense. Defense. We can get a good edge rusher with Derek Brown next year. Yeah, and then you got DJ Wanham to pair next. Oh man, defense got cooked by Cooper Rush. I mean, they did, but they did like. I don't know. It's hard for me to say that you got cooked when you blitz 4 and the same 4 you've been blitzing all season long. They never get any pressure. So you blitz 4, you have 7 just sitting back there just waiting for Cooper to throw it. It almost feels like it's just practice. That's what it feels like when Carolina Panthers are on defense. It feels like the quarterback has a red shirt on and we can't touch him. That's literally what it feels like when it comes to the Panthers on defense. It's just practice. It's red shirt practice. We're in college. We'll blitz 4, and you can't touch the quarterback. That's what it feels like. We got a fumble recovery in the red zone. Yeah, DJ Johnson, most impressive thing he's done. And, Oregon's my team and stuff, but DJ Johnson, he got quite a bit of snaps today. I haven't seen anything from him. I've seen nothing from DJ Johnson. Nothing. I don't know. It's just him, Barno. Like, come on, man. We got outplayed today. Happens every. Yeah, Scott. Like I said, part of me is semi happy we lost because it showed we don't need a receiver. I mean, it would be nice to have a playmaker. We need defense. We need a turnover that the defense is going to force. We got some lucky interceptions that came off the defense getting pressure, but we need linebackers and safeties and DBs to create some interceptions. Rock said, hard to come back from 3 turnovers. And that's 100% true, Rock. I mean, you had the Bryce Young, the fake to Micah, and then the rookie punches it out, and then, they swat it down. Adam Thielen right there. I mean, this game to me it's just one of those games. I just want to think I think Bryce will be good. I don't know. I see you in the comments, Ryan. If Bryce will be good next year or decent, I don't see why not. To be honest with you, I really don't see why not. I mean, he showed you and there will be a video on him tomorrow. Believe that, and the defense too. But Bryce Young showed you he's got the ability to basically create something out of nothing. Literally create something out of nothing. This game is let's not do all that now. Let's not do that now. A lot of miscommunication, and it's been that way, YB. You know that. Started week 1. Was it week 1 with the Saints? Let me see. Let me go back. Yeah, week 1 with the Saints. Same thing. They had a bomb. Let me see if I can figure out when that was. Play-by-play. Yeah, Derek Carr hit Rashid Shaheed for 59 yards because J.C. Horn said, you take him over the top. I think it was Woods, if I'm not mistaken. Woods gave up the big play to Rashid Shaheed in the first game of the season. And it's been like that ever since. Y'all wasn't blaming Avero 2 or 3 weeks ago, y'all Fairweather fans. Shitting me. Shitting me. I've been said this. I've been said Avero is smarter than what he's doing, and I have some thoughts behind that. Shitting me, I haven't said that. Even Olsen was like, when the commentator is calling the defensive coordinator out, there's a problem. You know there's a problem. And we've said it all season long. The Panthers have no pass rush at all. I don't know if you're new to the stream, Damon, but unless you're not talking to me, because I've been said that. I think Avira was smarter than what he's doing. I'm not sure what's going on. Icky got beat a couple times, and I expected that, to be honest with you, day one. You know, I expected that O-line. Yeah, it's true. What's going on, B? This was bad. It was bad, but I think it was needed. I think there were some other Panthers creators talking about there's no moral victories. And I didn't agree with them per se, but I think they were right looking back. And I say that because, the Panthers are 3-11. We've lost the last 4 games, but yet we felt like we were doing good. When in reality, we didn't close those 4 games. And so I think this was a good reality check. I think it was. I mean, the team was riding high morally, which I get because they're improving. But you still lost the last 4 games, and today this was the nail in the coffin. Like, okay, time to wake the fuck up. And I usually don't cuss, so excuse my language, but it's time to wake up because this is ridiculous. And I apologize, not the last 4, the last 3. Today was 4. Next week's against Kyler Murray. We'll see what happens there. The team had too many holes to address. We got so many holes. Do you think we need to look for a quarterback in the draft if we don't win any more games? No. A quarterback is the least of our problems right now. 5-year project. I think we're pushing that. I want to see what happens defensively with the coordinator and stuff. Pound that like button, subscribe. Appreciate you, my guy. Oh, damn. Am I that far behind in comments? Woo, Lord. Y'all going crazy in the comments. Part of the scripts when this day, Cowboys still in the playoffs. All right, Trayvon. I mean, 5-year project. My fault, guys. Mike Boone had a good couple of runs. That was, yeah. Let's see. Anything we haven't touched on yet? I'm going through the comments, guys. Trevor, damn, AK's got. Trevor, oh Lord. Source on stance on Vero. They got to move on. I don't think if I'm being honest, I don't think Avira wants to be here. And I don't think a lot of people have that same opinion, but that's how I feel. I think he's better than what he is. As somebody from the Midwest who watched him with Denver, I've seen what this man's capable of. And he, for some reason, I feel like he's holding back with the Panthers. People talk about injuries, this, and a third. Vero's a smart guy. I feel like he's holding back, to be honest. JC's supposed to be elite. Let him follow the number 1 receiver. Yeah, but it doesn't make any sense. Like I said, I think I've touched on it with Avira. I won't keep pounding that. Panthers ain't even mid-grade. Nah, they're not, because they didn't close, and then today they got smacked against the Cowboys with Cooper Rush. Bryce had no chance at all. Some pass rushers you just can't stop. Panthers. Yep, this is a good point right here. Ronald, 100%. XL might go on nightcap. That'd be interesting. XL's a likable guy, and he's just a rookie, so I'm not mad at him. Bryce, okay, Ellen, that's actually an interesting point. And give me 1 sec, guys. I got to move my laptop over because you guys are going crazy in the comments. I want to keep talking to you. 1 second. Let me move my laptop over the charger real quick. Can I just... Perfect. So I can still talk. Okay, let's talk about this real quick, though. Now you guys should be able to hear me. My fault. Testing. Should be good. Mic built in. All right, that should be better. What else we got? No Sweet Carolina Day. No, not at all. Let's see. Excel's ice cold today. I'm gonna catch up on some of these comments real quick. Okay, you're the best content creator for the Panthers. But all right, well, let's not do that. Nah, I like watching him. He actually is one of the guys who's actually got me to start the channel. So let's not do that. Great job doing this stuff to keep talking about this team. I mean, there's hope. There's definitely hope. The audio does work now, right, Ben? I think I got it right. Whoops. But no, Carolina boy. It makes it easy. It makes it easy when you guys like you are supporting the channel, guys, girls. It makes it a little bit easier. It definitely makes it easier. Jordan Fuller on CeeDee Lamb is a problem. I think Andrew's skimming around the fact that we have bad players. At some point, he's got to be better. I just think he wants out. I honestly just think he wants out at this point. Let's see. What was the difference on the hit of Leggett last week and the hit Horn put on Dallas today? Was it Horn or was it? Were you talking about Woods game? And it's just inconsistent. Just inconsistent. My fault, Damon. Talking to the chat, the defensive talent is mediocre. How you? If I'm speaking for the chat, Damon, I guess my thing is, if you play man coverage, and your safeties aren't disciplined, you only blitz 4. What do you expect to happen? Right? Why are we not blitzing more people? That's my thing, Damon. I'm curious to see which, and I legit want to hear what you have to say back. What happened to Leggett today? I didn't say. I don't think he got hurt. I don't think he did. Let me make Google real quick. Xavier Leggett. Let's see. I don't see anything about it. Oh, he injured his groin. Oh boy. So Leggett suffered a groin injury during the game against the Cowboys. Before he departed in the middle of the third quarter, Leggett had 2 catches on 3 targets or 7 yards. Another injury. Oh boy, I'm ready. I'm almost ready for the season to be done. You know, we wait so long for football to get back. We wait so long for football to get back. We got the red hair still. I mean, this won't go away. But man, this team. I don't know, man. This team it's just a frustrating team to watch right now. Because how do you compete with Kansas City, Tampa Bay, Philly, and then you lose to Dallas? You lose to Dallas with no Dak Prescott, no Trayvon Diggs, no DeMarcus Lawrence. So no Trayvon, no Dak, no DeMarcus Lawrence. You lose to Dallas, and you get smacked by Dallas, but you compete with Kansas City, who has Mahomes, right? Tampa Bay, who has Baker, Philly, who has Jalen Hurts, AJ, Devontae Smith. But you lose to Dallas with Cooper Rush. It doesn't even make sense at this point. It doesn't even make sense. We have given Skip Bayless hope again. I go for Skip, man. He's been struggling ever since that departure from FS1. His YouTube ain't popping. He's gonna have to figure that out. So, hey, if it makes his day, let it be. Let it be. Yeah, Mug just read that groin injury. I mean, it just the injuries continue with this team. Like, it's just frustrating. We wait 6, 7, 8 months for football, and then we get this. We get this. This is the output on defense. And I said the frustrating part is we spent so much money on that front 7. So much money on that front 7. So much money on the front 7 that I can't tell. Yes, Derek Brown's hurt, but you got Jadeveon Clowney, you got Josie Jewell, you got Ashawn Robinson, you got DJ Wanham. 4 guys in that front 7, and really 4 of the 6 because they play a lot of nickel package, right? So 4 of the 6 guys in that nickel package we brought in, then we're getting completely demolished. So I don't know. It's frustrating. We need to refresh on defense, better wide receivers for Bryce. I don't know that the receivers are a problem yet. I think Dave has to figure out the game plan first, right? Are we going to be a run first team or a pass first team? And then go from there. What did you think of Adam throwing a temper tantrum on the sideline? I like the aggression. I was a little worried, though, because the about came that close to hitting XL in the head. So that scared me a little bit. To be honest with you, that scared me a little bit. When he banged that helmet twice, it about knocked XL in the head. Damon said we all know the defensive talent is lacking. That's why we're pushing for defensive draft picks. You can't make an apple pie with Apple Jacks. Yeah, I just think it would be. I didn't think it would be this bad, Damon. To be honest with you, I mean this is bad. Like it's just not. There's like not one positive thing defensively. There's just not. I mean, facts. I'm ready for the season to be done. I like having hope in the offseason during the draft more than this slump every season. That's the one thing, Damon. I'll touch on that too real quick as well. The slight thing that gives me hope is that if you look at the Panthers draft picks, excluding Jonathan Brooks right now, XL has showed you potential. Shaw Smith-Wade has looked better. Still not where you want to see him, but he looked better. Jatavion Sanders, Trevin Wallace, Crumdy's looked decent. I mean, and then you traded Michael Barrett to get Mike Jackson. Excluding Brooks, right? You damn near hit on every draft pick. So this year, I'm excited to see what they draft. To be honest with you, that's the only thing that gives me hope right now is the draft and how well they did last year drafting. CB said, "Watch me fall for the same." I'm not gonna do that where I'll get hype if we sign free agents, but until we see something, I mean, I can't get hype. I think offense can improve by signing other players, but defensively, we're not gonna know until week 1 how they look. The play calling needs to work bad, but here's the thing with that, D-Dimes. I expected that. Dave is a first-time play caller, first-time head coach. Dave is taking on a lot. So, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say, I expected Dave to do better. I didn't. Dave is trying to find his own identity with this scheme, with this team as well. So I kind of expected that. Everybody, I think, needs work. We have to tighten up the spacing on our coverage because we're allowing pedestrian quarterbacks to play pitch and catch. I mean, yeah, Jamie, I think Greg touched on that, right? So you're playing off coverage. You're only blitzing 4, no pressure. I mean, it doesn't even make sense. It doesn't make sense. And when Greg Olson's complaining about it, that's how I know I'm like, okay, I might be onto something here. If Greg Olson is saying it, I might be onto something. I was a Cowboys fan when I got older. I was a Cowboys fan when I was younger, but became a Panthers fan as I got older. Interesting. We should have established our against the Cowboys and used play action because the Cowboys thrive when they're up with those pass rushers. 100%. That's something we talked about, Silva, is if we bring in somebody like Abdul Carter makes sense if we're in the lead. If we're not in the lead and we have Carter, it's going to be a little bit more of a struggle. It's the same thing that people talk about with Trevin Wallace. Trevin Wallace in the 3-4 makes sense. Trevin Wallace in the 4-3 doesn't make as much sense. So this draft is going to tell us a lot as far as kind of where we're going to be in this future. Talked for quite a bit. I mean, I think I've hit on about everything, guys. Obviously, videos this week. Bryce Young, The truth, and I'm going to be real about it. He's still struggling to get rid of the ball in the sacks. The run game, what happened there, and I have ideas of what happened, but receivers, were they open, were they not open? Defense, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about the defense, and then the trenches. We got to talk about the trenches. So, if anybody wants to get anything else in, let me know. Otherwise, probably going to wrap it up. Damon says, we can't blame it, bro. You said he's holding back. If I only have 4 spades, I'm not bidding $6. I mean, Damon, you're right. I think it's just more frustration at this point. Like, just at this point, just sit in the house, right? Just fuck it, at this point. So, appreciate it. Good content. I appreciate that, my guy. Scott said we'll be good again. We'll be next year maybe, but we can't keep firing coaches every season expecting miracles. Let's see what Dave and Dan can do in the offseason. I like going out on that note, Scott. I mean, you touched it on the head right there. We can't. I think, this was weird. I thought about this last night. This is weird. I got to give props to Tepper. I think Tepper has done a better job this year than he has in the past, just being hands-off. Or if he is hands-on, he's keeping it behind the scenes, and he's letting the guys actually coach. He's letting the guys he hired actually do their job. So I did want to say that. Hats off to Tepper. I randomly thought about that last night. So I guess we'll end on that note. Tepper, good job so far. Next week, Cardinals. I think we have 3 more games left. Oh, let's see. How many we got left? Let's check it out real quick. We got only 3 more games left till the season's over. Damn, man, already? So, giveaway. We are going to be doing a giveaway. One for sure. I don't know if I'll have time to do a second one. Giveaway a Panthers item. Next week? So I'll probably post it. Next week what we're going to give away, and then a Christmas stream. Not long. I want you guys to spend time with your families, all that. So stay tuned for that. I'll mention that next week what we're going to give away. So with all that being said, appreciate the support from all you guys. Take it easy. Enjoy your Sunday. It's still a little early. I mean, it's late, but it's early. We'll talk more again later this week, guys. Once again, appreciate the support. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Panthers Advice is out.